and went to crazy town way too often. Now you blew it. You blew it. You blew it.
I did not, but go
And
ahead.
lost everything.
Wow.
So I have no one to champion and defend my issues.
But I would
Democracy
say,
and the
I would say
environment.
all of the wokeness that outraged you so much was Republican framing, was right-wing media framing.
Oh,
that
God.
I mean, again,
John,
yes,
that's
I
not
am
the
telling you
case.
this.
No.
I am. Yes, that
It's
is the
not
case.
framing.
That is the case.
I do
Bill
this
Maher.
I do this for a living.
Okay.
But I don't know. Sometimes people say things that trigger me. And of course, we just had the election, and I feel like my conscience is very clear. I warned everybody about Trump, and then I warned them. Then I warned them about what would get him reelected, which was stupid wokeness, which is what got him reelected.
Bill Maher sits down with actor Jon Cryer, and the whole interview turns into something really uncomfortable to watch. At one point, Maher even throws his hands up because Cryer's opinions feel so out of touch that it clearly frustrates him. And that says a lot, because Maher usually handles celebrities pretty easily. This moment perfectly shows what Ricky Gervais has been saying for years, that celebrities should probably stay out of politics. So if you're new here, smash that subscribe button, because we're about to watch this whole situation unfold step by step.
I think the whole country, even unless you're like stupid woke, I hope you're not, but you know, it is Hollywood.
Somewhat stupid woke.
Okay. The whole country was like, I mean, I think the biggest issue for the election, one of the biggest ones, was Democrats pointlessly, totally just punted on immigration and let anybody who wanted to walk in for 3.5 years did. And, you know.
Well, I think they would probably disagree that people walking in probably felt like it was a little harder.
No, actually, there's a great 60 Minutes piece on it where the border, I mean, you don't get 8 million people here by making it difficult. But you see they're walking through and the border guys are just watching them do it. They're just watching them walk past. You never saw that?
I did not see that.
See, that doesn't get in the liberal media. That's the problem, is the bubbles we live in.
Right from the beginning, Jon Cryer openly says he is somewhat woke. And honestly, if I were Bill Maher, I might have ended the interview right there. Because as the conversation continues, Cryer's points don't just sound weak. They feel disconnected from what many people see as reality. One of the biggest topics is the border issue. Many reports and critics say that under Biden, the border was extremely open, with millions of people entering the country, sometimes estimated around 8 million crossings or encounters. That number alone is massive, like the population of a whole country. But Cryer, sitting comfortably in his Hollywood world, denies that the border was ever truly open or uncontrolled. And he doesn't just misunderstand it, he completely rejects the idea. For Maher, this kind of thinking feels like ignoring basic facts, and it's exactly why he finds celebrity political takes so frustrating.
We should. We are a nation of immigrants, and we need immigrants.
There you go.
But most Americans felt, including lots of Democrats and people of color, and he won the Latino vote by half. You know, come on, man. Like, at a certain point, everybody was around the idea that, okay, immigration, fine, but it has to be somewhat orderly, and not anyone.
Yes, and again,
and asylum had a certain specific meaning, which went up in the air. They overcorrected.
You could be right. I don't know.
Maher then moves into the topic of asylum, and he makes a strong point that often gets ignored. He explains that asylum was originally meant for people fleeing real danger, political prisoners, journalists, and others escaping serious persecution. That was the original idea behind it. But critics argue that under Biden and Harris, the meaning has expanded so much that it no longer looks like its original purpose. Instead, they say it has become something that allows very large numbers of people to enter the country under a broad definition. Even Cryer, to some extent, agrees that immigration numbers were very high during Biden's time in office, possibly the highest in modern history. But Maher's argument is that simply accepting the number without thinking about the impact is not real compassion. In his view, if you ignore the pressure on housing, schools, and public services, then you are not being honest about the full picture.
So, 60 Minutes, arguably, is the liberal media. So, I don't think that.
Right, but 60 Minutes is still a show that I think, you know, can not as consistent as it used to, but they do things like that.
Mm.
They also did a great piece some years ago about a woman in London who was in the Muslim neighborhoods, and you know, they're screaming at her because she's wearing a skirt and stuff like that. And you know, the point of it was, you know, there are places in Western civilizations that are like run not by Western standards, and that doesn't mean they're just different.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there are cultural enclaves everywhere. You know,
right, but we should agree that women should be able to wear what they want.
Yes.
If you don't agree with that, then you're not a liberal to begin with.
The discussion then shifts to women's rights, and this is where things become even more heated. Maher pushes the idea that not all cultural expectations are the same when people arrive in the United States. He argues that some immigrants may bring beliefs or traditions that do not fully match Western ideas about equality and personal freedom. He says that in some areas of Europe, there have been reports of women feeling pressure about how they dress or behave in public spaces. Critics often use these examples to argue that cultural integration is not always smooth or automatic. Maher's main concern is that ignoring these issues creates problems later. He believes that pretending everything is fine does not solve anything, and that honest discussion is needed about how different values can clash in real life.
Have your wife live in Gaza or any place where? No, well, I mean before
war-torn strip of desert.
No, even before the war, you know, where she would have to cover up.
Well, again, that's not. I don't live there. It's not my culture. You know.
But yeah, and you won't judge it.
I'm not going to judge it. No, but again, this is not
that's crazy woke to me.
Okay.
That's where it all went off the rails. When we became so tolerant that we tolerate intolerance. I mean, you would never allow something like that to happen in this country. If they proposed a law tomorrow at the LA City Council, women have to cover their face when they go out. I assume you'd be against that.
Maher then makes one of his strongest points in the entire interview. He questions the idea of tolerating intolerance, saying it creates a contradiction. On one hand, people claim to support women's rights and freedom. But on the other hand, he argues, they sometimes stay silent when certain cultural or religious practices restrict women's freedom in other parts of the world or within certain communities. He points out that people will quickly react to small political comments, but often stay quiet about more serious issues involving women's rights globally. For Maher, this selective outrage feels inconsistent. He believes that if someone truly supports equality, then they should apply that standard everywhere, not just in politically convenient situations.
But I don't know, sometimes people say things that trigger me. And of course, we just had the election, and I feel like my conscience is very clear. I warned everybody about Trump, and then I warned them about what would get him reelected, which was stupid wokeness, which is what got him reelected. So I feel my conscience is very clear that I told you, and I told you, and I told you, and I lost fans for it. You know, lots of the super woke that like I'm not woke enough for them. Yeah, but like I think I had it right. Like that kind of stuff is what lost the election for the Democrats. It's in all.
Maybe part of it. I don't know.
Maher also brings up his long-running criticism of the Democratic Party. He says he warned them for years that their messaging and political direction were pushing away everyday voters. According to him, many voters, including some lifelong Democrats, eventually got tired of debates around gender politics, border issues, and political correctness. He argues that these voters did not just reject one candidate or one election. They rejected the broader direction they felt the party was taking. But Maher's frustration is that, in his view, the party did not really learn from that loss. Instead of changing course, he believes many leaders are still repeating the same ideas and arguments, as if nothing happened. That, for him, is the real problem.
I never have any plan for this show.
Oh, okay.
Plainly.
Yes, clearly.
So, yeah, if You don't want to talk about that politics at all.
Well,
I shouldn't, because I really started this podcast to get away from it. So you're right. I kind of fucked up.
yes.
But I don't know. Sometimes people say things that trigger me. And of course, we just had the election, and I feel like my conscience is very clear. I warned everybody about Trump, and then I warned them about what would get him reelected, which was stupid wokeness, which is what got him reelected. So I feel my conscience is very clear that I told you and I told you and I told you, and I lost fans for it. You know, lots of the super woke that like I'm not woke enough for them. Yeah, but like I think I had it right. Like that kind of stuff is what lost the election for the Democrats. It's in all.
Maybe part of it. I don't know. I think a lot.
They have polling on it.
I think it's inflation. I think Americans hate inflation.
That's certainly what
they hate
part
inflation. They hate riots, and they hate black women.
They don't.
And they hate trans people.
Oh God, John, we're not
Dude,
gonna.
They just spent hundreds of millions of dollars
don't hate
demonizing
black
trans people, and that's disgusting.
Yeah, we shouldn't talk politics.
Okay, we shouldn't. We shouldn't.
At one point, the conversation becomes even more controversial when Cryer suggests that Trump's victory and Harris's loss are linked to racism and sexism. The idea is that America rejected Kamala Harris because she is a black woman. Maher strongly pushes back on this. He argues that this explanation is too simple and ignores other factors. In his view, voters do not automatically support or reject someone based on identity alone. Instead, they look at leadership, policies, communication, and overall performance. He says Harris had years in high-level politics, but struggled to connect her message in a clear and convincing way for many voters. So for Maher, reducing the result to race or gender is not a fair or complete explanation.
Yeah, it's just going to take so long to even have this discussion. And I want, just like I would like to deprogram them, I feel like there's things that don't get in your bubble on the left that I would love to deprogram, but it's probably not the place to do it.
Yeah,
but you know,
you can try. if that's how you want to spend your leisure hours.
No, I mean,
deprogramming Ducky.
As the interview continues, Maher appears increasingly frustrated with what he sees as rigid thinking. He suggests that Cryer is influenced by a very strong group mindset, where certain ideas are accepted without questioning them. For example, Cryer's belief that modern America still prevents women from dressing freely is something Maher clearly challenges. He also rejects the idea that Harris lost only because of racism or sexism. In Maher's view, these arguments ignore real political and policy-based reasons behind voter decisions. He believes that when people stop questioning their assumptions, their understanding of reality becomes distorted. And that is what he is reacting to in this conversation.
I gutted the left like a fish last week.
Thanks.
Some of the woke people who are no longer fans would have hated it.
Okay.
Zillions of other people loved it because they deserved it. But I'm just bringing this up to say the concluding remarks after I told them that the Democratic Party had turned into a Portlandia sketch.
Again, I felt like they tacked to the right quite a bit in this.
Again,
they tacked right on immigration.
You're a Hollywood in the bubble, blue sky,
dude.
I know this town.
You're a man of the people, Bill. Is that it? Much. Oh, really? And
you're part of the Hollywood community that is embraced. I am not. And that's okay.
Maher also reflects on his own position in the media world. Over the years, he says he has faced criticism from people who disagree with his views, especially when he criticizes progressive politics. Some former fans and media figures have turned against him, and he is often treated as controversial within Hollywood circles. Even so, Maher continues to speak the same way, regardless of the backlash. He does not seem interested in adjusting his views just to fit in. In contrast, Cryer is seen as someone who aligns more closely with mainstream Hollywood opinions. This difference highlights a bigger divide between independent political commentary and industry-approved viewpoints.
And went to crazy town way too often. Now you blew it. You blew it. You blew it.
I did not.
And
go ahead.
lost everything
Wow.
So I have no one to champion and defend my issues.
But I would
Democracy in the
say all
environment.
of the wokeness that outraged you so much was Republican framing, was right-wing media framing.
Oh,
that
God.
I mean, again,
John,
yes,
that's
I
not
am
the
telling you
case.
this.
No.
I am. Yes, that
It's
is the
not
case.
framing.
That is the case.
I do
Bill
this for a
Maher.
I do this for a living.
Okay.
I have a whole staff to vet this. I'm very suspicious of everything.
In the end, Maher believes this interview represents a larger problem in celebrity political discussions. He sees Cryer as repeating common talking points that come from Hollywood and elite media spaces, while ignoring or dismissing opposing perspectives. Maher, on the other hand, tries to challenge those ideas directly during the conversation. The result is a clear contrast between two very different ways of thinking. For Maher, the bigger issue is not just this one interview, but what it represents: a wider disconnect between celebrity commentary and everyday political reality. And with that, the discussion comes to a close. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.